This video is how hard is it to become a nurse? And I decided to make this video because it is a very commonly Googled phrase. And I thought, if people have the question, I want to answer it. So here we go. How hard is it to become a nurse? If you don't know me, I am Nurse Meg from nursemegRN.com, and I've been a nurse for 13 years. Yes, I am old. You scared me. So how hard is it to become a nurse? That's such a relative question, you know? That's like, how hard is art to make? Like, it kind of differs for everybody, but let's talk about the actual process to become a nurse. So first, you are going to find the top 5 schools in your area. Now, nursing school is nursing school, okay? You're going to get what you put into it. People can go to the best schools and not learn very much. You can go to so-so schools and learn so much. It's what you put into nursing school, okay? So find the schools, the 5 that are closest to you, rank them from cheapest to most expensive. You don't want to graduate with a ton of debt, trust me. If you're paying more for school, it doesn't necessarily always mean you're getting more for it. Now, the cheaper schools are going to be more competitive, so they're going to have sometimes, like, you need to have a little bit higher grade point average, you need to have more prerequisites, higher grades and things like that, and they're competitive because they're cheaper. It's not necessarily because they are the best. So keep that in mind, but rank them from cheapest to most expensive. I do have a nursing school checklist if you want to download it, and it kind of just helps you rank the schools and also organize what is required to apply, what their prerequisites are and things like that. It kind of just helps you organize so you can see it all on one page. And then once you have all that, start the application process from the top to the bottom. If there's any classes that you need to take those classes and get them under your belt so you can start a little bit quicker. And then once you get accepted to the school, you usually will have to take some sort of entrance exam. A lot of schools or healthcare allied programs are using the TEAS test, T-E-A-S, and you'll have to take that and get a passing grade, and then you will start the program. Nursing school can be very encompassing. A lot of people work. I did work during nursing school, and it kind of depends on how intense your school is. If it is like a 4-year degree packed into a 1-year thing, you may not be able to work. It may be a little bit overwhelming. But if it's a regular 2-year or 4-year, you may be able to work at nights or the weekends or something like that. A lot of people work through school. I recommend that you work through school, but if you get a job in a hospital, I worked nights in the emergency room when I was in school, and it really helped me to understand a lot of concepts. And then I can also bring homework and my textbooks to work, and the nurses there were super helpful. If I was like, hey, I'm learning about diverticulitis, and they're like,
oh my gosh, I have that in room 5. Let me show you their labs, or let me explain this, or let's go meet the patient, let's talk it out.
It was so helpful to have that. So if you can get a job in a hospital setting while you're in school, that is going to help you understand a lot of the concepts better. Trust me, because it doesn't make sense until you see it, and some of like the drugs and disease processes don't make sense until you're actually giving the medications and seeing the transformation before your eyes. Now, some nursing schools do require you to maintain a B or higher to stay in the nursing program, so you really do need to be learning. You need to pass. Some schools require a high C, so I like to say, like, C's get degrees. You don't have to get straight A's in nursing school to prove that you're going to be a good nurse.
Absolutely not.
You just need to learn the information and pass. So I want you to take out the concept that, like, if you get straight C's, you're going to be a terrible nurse. No, okay?
Oh, thank goodness.
Grades are reflective of who is academic. Sometimes it's reflective of who's a good test taker. What's important is that you learn the information, that you are a safe and cautious nurse. That is more important than your straight A's, okay? Put that pressure aside. I do recommend making friends and creating study groups. I think that you really should not be isolated during nursing school. You really should be like everybody supporting each other. If there's any drama, any disagreements, anything like that, put that aside. Forgive and forget You may never see these people again, but please try to keep the peace, especially if you're in this long program. You're going to be with these people for 2 years, for 4 years, seeing them all the time. Keep the peace. It's not worth the drama. It's not worth the negativity and the bad vibes, okay? So if you have any disagreement or someone doesn't like you, keep the peace and kill them with kindness, all right? And then when you do finally graduate, leave it all behind, you study for the NCLEX. The NCLEX can be really challenging, only about 60 to 70% pass the first time. So if you need any help with that, I do have an excellent study guide with 100% pass rate. So definitely check that out. So I hope this helped you. Is it hard to become a nurse? It's not the easiest thing. It's not like a quick little 6-week course and then you're out there. There's a lot that entails to becoming a nurse and things that you need to know, but it's not impossible. If you have the right support, you could do it. All right, so if you're considering nursing, let me know down below in the comments and let me know where you are in your nursing journey. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.